We believe that today some 3 million people inside Syria are in need of humanitarian assistance. Among them, 1.2 million internally displaced people. And what is very harsh is that half of those internally displaced are women and children. And at the same time, the flow in neighbors continues to grow. Nearly 400,000 people registered, and probably at least 400,000 unregistered refugees in Jordan, in Lebanon, in Turkey, in Iraq. Europe is the strongest provider of humanitarian assistance to this crisis, as it has been to any other crisis over the last decades. According to the United Nations, roughly half of the assistance provided so far comes from Europe, from the European Commission, from the European member states. We, as Europeans, last year during the Libya crisis, worried disproportionately for refugees fleeing on our territories. It didn't happen. When all was said and done, more than 2 million people left Libya, mostly migrant workers. 40,000 maybe came to European countries. At this point, this may change, but at this point, we have a similar situation with Syria. Very few Syrians want to run far away from their homes. Vast majority, and I also talk to Syrian refugees in Turkey, vast majority say, we want to go home. Help us when we are in Jordan or in Lebanon and make it possible so we get home. And this is why we are not as concerned about the refugee flow to Europe today. Although, as I said, I mean, we don't have a political solution. That may change in the future. The crisis in Syria affects primarily the Syrians themselves and their neighbors. The risks of a spillover of this conflict into Lebanon, but also Jordan or Turkey, and we have seen even exchange of fire with Israel. The spillover risk is very high. It is a dramatic humanitarian situation that has become worse over the last weeks, with intensifying fighting that kills more people, affects more families, with the conflict spilling over on the Palestinian refugees inside Syria. 500,000 Palestinians are now being drawn into this conflict. And with winter fast approaching, sub-zero temperatures that are going to put even bigger strain on the Syrians. Inside Syria, 3 million people need humanitarian assistance. 1 out of 3 gets it.